What's up everyone? Adam here from SONYC IS. And today, I'm outside IS 48, but right inside those walls, our after-school program is running like a well-oiled machine. Our students have had the opportunity to work on creating a soapbox derby car, a community garden, working on 3D printers, and creating their own home videos. Come on, let's go inside and meet the team firsthand. Let me show you what it's all about. Okay, so what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Jacqueline. I'm the SONYC On-Site Program Director at SONYC IS 48. It's 2:30 p.m. and the SONYC IS SONYC After School program just began here at IS 48. Right now we're headed to the cafeteria and we're going to see what the SONYC kids are up to.
I know. Yeah, he showed me. And he said right here was wet because the floor was wet, right?
Okay. So we get students at the end of the school day. They're tired, they've been learning all day, and they've been working really hard. So we like to give the students a little bit of a break. They have a snack, they play a little bit, they might play outside, they might play some games. And we try to do activities that are not academic. So stuff that they may not be learning in school or activities they may never, have even tried before.
I like that they're supportive and they're very nice to each other and to the students too. And they know how to put a group together and they know how to work out a problem. Like if someone has something happening or whatever, or just something sad, they would help them out and usually they'd overcome it with them.
We're on the third floor of SONYC IS 48. This is where SONYC IS lives. Right now we're going to go into the 3D printing room and see what Mr. Nasso and his students are up to.
So we have a Glowforge engraver, and this laser engraves different materials, so we just tried to do a test print on balsa wood, a little X-Wing kit. So the students design or can find online the design, and then we laser engrave it. And hopefully, if we cut it right, it should pop eventually through, but you might have to give a little bit of encouragement, and then we'll put it together.
So we have a couple different clubs going on right now. We have an audiovisual club where the students learn how to make movies with their smartphones using miniature lenses and tripods that are specially fitted for smartphones. We also have a gardening club where the students maintain the school's community garden. And we have a physics and engineering club where the students recently participated in the All-American Soapbox Derby race at Petrides.
Okay, nice. And why is it important to have these kinds of activities available to students?
Well, students are only exposed to what the adults in their life expose them to. So it's important for us to make sure that they have access to different kinds of activities and different ideas, because we're the ones that provide that to them. So we have to work hard to make sure that they're getting a diverse experience, whether it be in filmmaking or making art or taking care of a garden or learning about poetry. The whole point of the after school program is to engage the students in hands-on projects.
We just finished up our snack and we're on our way to see what gardening club is up to.
Basically, we've been working on this garden. They haven't touched the garden in a few years, I'm pretty sure. So we're trying to do vegetables, herbs, and we're trying to also work on flowers. As you can see, we're doing each box all together at a time because it's easier that way. Just trying to turn the soil. And hopefully next week we'll start planting everything, taking them outside. I feel like we've been inside for so long after COVID. We're inside, the kids weren't doing a lot of outdoor activities. So Jackie also helped with the idea of let's bring them outside, let's get some sun, let's get movement going. And they say this is good, for your body. So So we're out here, sometimes we'll play music and we'll have conversations, and usually when we get out here I'll ask them like a question like, what brings you peace, or what are your plans for the summer, just to get them started, you know.
There's another tomato.
Yeah, those are both tomatoes.
Exactly, that don't belong in there.
None of them are on their phones. This is my favorite thing about being out here. We're always like on our phones all the time, and now we get to be outside.
Yeah, outside in nature.
Yeah.
Even in New York City, you get like a little bit of nature. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How would you describe the relationship that you have with the students?
I would describe it as trusting. I think the students trust that my goal is for them to be safe and to have a good time, and then also do what we're supposed to do. So we come here to not only just play and hang out, but we also need to learn. So I think they trust me and they know what to expect from me. And I care for them and love them and want to make sure that when they come into this space that they can just be themselves and they don't have to feel the pressure of getting good grades or winning a competition or pleasing somebody. It's really just for them to come and experience and to be. Hello.
Hey.
So what's
They
up?
are, we just finished up learning what a script is, and they're writing a prompt, 1 page of script on the prompt I give them. And then if we have time, I'm going to try to have them storyboard.
It's not really San Francisco.
But you wrote San Francisco. And then night.
But I wish.
That is your header. Because you wrote late at night, exit San Francisco, exterior San Francisco,
Oh!
exterior classroom, Chiron,
Freeway.
Mike.
1054. Random kids walking on the freeway for no reason.
Okay, write that.
No,
Action line right here.
some random kids walking.
I have a lot of experience as an educator or child care professional. I've been on the side of the group leaders that we have now. I've worked summer camps, I've done after school programs before as a group leader, and I've also worked as a teacher. And I, wanted to get out of the traditional classroom but keep educating. And that's why this job kind of works for me, because I still get to educate young people, but in an environment where they're more relaxed and that there's not so much pressure for them to perform or to be perfect, where they can just kind of explore. Something that's been really special to me is seeing the students form relationships with each other. So I think the pandemic has been very challenging for all people, but especially young people who are just developing their social skills. And this past 6 months is kind of the first time in a couple of years that the students have been able to be together all the time, be face-to-face, not wear masks. I mean, there's still students and teachers that wear masks, but I think it's seeing the students form relationships and form healthy relationships with each other, especially when they're from different grades or they're from groups that used to not interact, and now, just by encouraging them to play together, I've seen 8th graders and 6th graders form friendships, like even just informal mentorship. It's really nice. It's kind of the best thing to see. It's the best thing to see a student that was a bit withdrawn, and then one of my amazing group leaders engages them, and now I see a change in them. And it's crazy to think about how, like, in 6 months, how much students can change, because again, they're just coming out of the pandemic, social skills not very well developed, and they're working on it. And I'm fortunate to work at a great school and have an amazing staff that helps facilitate that process.
Well, that's the rundown on IS 48. Our students have so many different activities to choose from, and they're able to learn so much. And that's why we do it, right? That's what it's all about, improving lives here at SONYC IS. Make sure to keep following for more content.